Yo, what is going on, everybody? Now, let me tell you guys this right now. Only fans of teams that have at least 12 wins are allowed in this live stream, okay? We're going to make this an exclusive live stream here. Only fans of teams that have at least 12 wins are allowed here. So if you have anything less than that, get out of here. Because I know with me, my Jaguars are 12-4 right now. Best record since 2005 right now. And the Jaguars also have extended their win streak to 7 wins in a row. Most games won in a row since 1999. This team is special. This team is special. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Let's go to the first comment. The first comment is Alpo. Says Duval, Fred Taylor for the Hall at the TDWD. Shout out to John Boston, always repping it up in these different live streams, man. Official Nirvana in the building. What's up, my guy? Glad to have you here, man. Says a win is a win. BTJ is him. Texans finna lose the first game of the playoffs. And by the way, some developing stuff happened within the last hour. The Bills have lost to the Eagles. So now, right as it stands right now, if the season were to end today, the Broncos have number 1 seed. Of course, Patriots number 2, and then Jaguars number 3. You know who has a 6 seed right now? The Los Angeles Chargers. You know what? I don't even need the number 2 seed. If I would prefer the number 3 seed and have our first game against the Chargers than to be the 2nd seed and have my first game against the Bills. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you right there, because the Chargers suck. The Chargers are awful. I don't know how they're 11-5. Every time I watch them play, they just look awful. They're a fraudulent team. I would love for that game to be in Jacksonville. I know I was kind of wanting Houston a little bit too. I think we can beat any of these teams. I'm not really afraid of anybody. I would love to get Houston just because I just want to, we're 1-1 against them this year. I'm not afraid of them. I want, the all-time record is pretty bad, but how about the all-time playoff record? 0-0. Let's go over there and beat them as well. But we'll see how it stands up. So with that said, this game against the Colts today was the definition of gritty, not pretty. The Jaguars defeated the Colts 23-17 in Indianapolis. And hey, I don't have a broom here, but bring out the sweep. Jaguars have swept the Colts. I won 2-0 against them. Obviously won a few weeks in Jacksonville, extended that winning streak. Now they won this one. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has an outstanding overall record against the Colts. I think he's like 6-2 or something at the top of my head. I don't know exactly what it is, but he definitely owns the Colts when it comes to the overall record. So now the Jags are in a spot where the playoffs are a lock, but AFC South is not a lock yet. The Jaguars absolutely need to beat the Titans next week to clinch the AFC South. The Colts team, they could beat the Texans. They really could. The Texans, I think, are very beatable, even though they're on an incredible winning streak right now. And the Colts, they're not a bad team. I'll be interested. To be honest, if I'm a Colts guy, I would so much rather Riley Leonard start at quarterback than Phillip Rivers. The guy can't throw anymore. It's like shot putting the ball for him, trying to throw the ball downfield. He only had 147 yards passing, but yeah, Jaguars just win next week against the Titans, and boom, AFC South is ours, which would be just so awesome. So with this game, it was definitely a weird game offensively. Jaguars had a lot of yardage, man. 370 total yards on offense. But the scoring was hard. The Jaguars had 2 turnovers in the red zone. One of them came from a trick play where Jacoby Myers flipping it over to ETN on like a hook and ladder, which, I guess Liam Cohen, maybe a great coach, but he's not Ben Johnson. Maybe he's not drawing up these plays really well. I'm curious how it just looked funky. I think Travis Etienne got kind of caught up at the, by the offensive line. And then it just didn't flow very well. But hey, get that turnover now. I don't want that to happen to us in the playoffs, right? Make that mistake. So, and then the other one, Trevor Lawrence threw an interception. Was this good coverage by a linebacker? Trevor Lawrence made that kind of same throw last week against the Broncos to Parker Washington, and he was able to come down with it. It was this kind of 50-50 ball, but it just wasn't very well placed. It had to be kind of anywhere outside of the linebacker, but it just happened to be right in his gut. Is what it is. Trevor's going to make mistakes, right? He's been having this ungodly streak these last 5 or 6 games of just like touchdowns to turnovers, and he finally got one turnover. But he's allowed to make mistakes. He's allowed to make mistakes, especially when he's been playing as good as he has been. So two turnovers, no passing touchdowns, but Trevor Lawrence did run in 2 touchdowns, which, by the way, I was curious today. So I was looking at like the NFL leading touchdown getters. He has 9 rushing touchdowns this year, Trevor Lawrence. That's as many as, Christian McCaffrey. That's more than Devad Achane. He's one of the top out there. I mean, it's Jonathan Taylor 18, Derrick Henry 16, Gibbs and Josh Jacobs has 13, Josh Allen, James Cook has 12, Charbonnet 11, Javonte Williams 11, Kyren Williams 10, then Trevor Lawrence 9. So he's in pretty good company in that respect. But yeah, Liam Cohen, I thought definitely had some questionable moves here in the second half. Like the going for it on 4th and 1 when there was a tie game. I was sitting here with my brother today. I was like, just kick the field goal. Just go up 3. The Colts aren't really driving on you very well. Just go up 3 and just take the points. But he decided to go for it. And the move was a QB sneak when you don't have your starting center and you don't have your starting right guard in the game. Obviously, the Jaguars did not get it. It was a turnover on downs. And, I was kind of going over scenarios in my head. If you're up 4 points, maybe I'm okay with it. Like if you're up 4 points is the line, right? Because, they still can't kick a field goal to get a lead, but they have to get a touchdown or whatever. 4 versus 7, they still need a touchdown either way. But in that situation with a tie game, with such a low scoring game, and you're down interior offensive lineman, I would just have kicked the field goal, but obviously the Jaguars didn't. And then also later on one of the final drive on offense, where the Jaguars were at 2nd and 2 and there was an offsides call, and the Jaguars decided to decline the penalty. The idea behind that is that you don't accept it and you're that close, so you can get a first down and you basically have an extra play, right? Or even if you don't get it on 2nd and 2, you can get it on 3rd and 2 when you burn 2 extra things. Like I understand that, but I thought it was just too risky. And yeah, the Jaguars wound up hurting themselves. They wound up getting back-to-back penalties, back-to-back 5-yard penalties to back them up to, I think it was like a 3rd and 11 at some point. I'm just like, bro, like you shot yourself in the foot there. Just take the first down. You're also closer for a field goal because Cam Little wound up, I think, banging through like a 53-yarder after that, which is no gimme. I mean, 50-plus yards, you can't really fault kickers to, miss maybe 20% of those. But luckily, Cam Little kind of bailed Liam Cohen out there in a good way. So also the Jaguars had no timeouts at a 2-minute warning. Definitely thought that was a little bit concerning as well. I mean, one of them they burnt on the challenge, which that was one of the worst challenges I've ever seen when it comes to the guy. Clearly, Josh Downs did not have both feet in bounds, only had 1 foot in bound. Like it was clear as day, but they didn't overturn it, which took it from a 4th and 10 to them getting a touchdown that drive. But that burnt one of the timeouts. But then you had no timeouts at the 2-minute warning. It's like, we got to figure out how not to waste timeouts. Like it's first half, it's like, okay, if it's first half, it's fine. But in the second half, in a close game, timeouts are so freaking valuable. Like you cannot be burning them like that. So, I mentioned also the weird trick play when we were nickel and diamond and downfield. I just didn't really like that. But overall, the Jaguars, you learn more when it comes to close victories than blowout wins, because the Jaguars have just been blowing teams out. Now you play a close game where at some point they were down 10-0 at the start of that game. You're in Indianapolis. Like, I give Colts fans credit. There were a lot of fans there. They showed out, even though they were eliminated from the playoffs last night. And even though they're in the middle of like a 5 or 6 game losing streak, I give them credit. They definitely showed up. But yeah, you're in enemy territory and you come away with a victory. So that's a tough win against a division opponent for sure. So defensively, held Rivers 147 yards. Also, Alec Pierce had 5 targets but 0 receptions. I mean, he was very well covered this game. I thought Monterey Brown had a bunch of really good pass breakups. Jarian Jones had a nice interception. Shoestring tackles, 1 to pick 6. Jaguars had to settle for a 3 after that one, but no harm, no foul. We got it through. I mentioned Cam Little, 3 for 3 on field goals, 2 for 2 on extra points. And also big shout out to Parker Washington offensively. He had like 115 yards today. So that's back-to-back 100-yard games. So yeah, that's some pretty crazy stuff there. So overall, when we actually go through the breakdown of this game, when it comes to drives, Indianapolis started off with a field goal. They got a 3-0. Then the Jaguars fumbled on the hook and ladder. Indianapolis got the ball back, touchdown with Jonathan Taylor, so that put them up 10-0. Jaguars responded with a Trevor Lawrence rushing touchdown, put the Jaguars down 10-7. Then Indy punted, Jaguars punted, Indy punted, and the Jaguars threw the interception at the end of the half, and then they knelt it out for the second half. So yeah, the Jaguars the first half just hurting themselves, right? You get into the red zone. We're a good red zone team. We were just, we just weren't feeling it. And Trevor Lawrence is under pressure a lot of this game. I mean, we were feeling the missing starters on the interior of their line. I also didn't think Ezra Cleveland had a great game either. Just the whole entire interior of the line was a mess. So I'm hoping, I would think Robert Hainsey would be back next week because he was kind of a game time decision to be inactive. Also, right guard Patrick McCary, I wouldn't expect him back anytime soon. The injury looked a little bit more serious when he got hurt last week. So yeah, and then the Jaguars in the second half started off with a 3-and-out, and they punted. Then Indy punted. Then we had the Jaguars get their first lead of the game with a Trevor Lawrence rushing touchdown. They went up 14-10. And then Indy answered with a touchdown. This was the crazy drive where, like, the challenge that we mentioned that they turned into a touchdown. Mo Alley Cox caught it for a touchdown, so they went back up 17-14. Jaguars got the ball back, settled for a field goal, it tied it up. Then they forced Indy to punt the ball. And then Jaguars here, that's when they went for it on 4th and 1, so it was a turnover on down. So they give the ball back to Indianapolis down or with a tie ball game. And then that's when Phillip Rivers threw the interception to Jerry and Jones. Eric Murray with the tip on it. Jaguars capitalized with a field goal. Then Indy had a turnover on down, which was a weird call. I don't know why they didn't punt it, but I guess, is what it is. Newsome got a good pass breakup. Jaguars on the final drive scored a field goal, went up 23-17. Then Indy ended the game with a Hail Mary interception, which should have never happened. Josh Allen stayed on the guy. There was no time left. They would not have been able to snap it. But the fact that they were able to actually get a Hail Mary into the end zone was way less than ideal. Very, very dangerous. But at the end of the day, maybe it's good because we got to pad our stats a little bit with interception, and we can look at the 2025 totals and look at how many interceptions we got. That'll count. So, one thing the Jaguars really do need to improve on, though, is the kick coverage. Man, Indy had 2 really good returns and just not good. Got to work on that. Not sure what happened. At the very end of it, they just stopped even trying to let them return. They were just, Ken Little was just kicking in the back of the end zone. So, yeah, that is what it is. So, overall, the Jaguars improved to 12-4. Of course, the Houston Texans did not help the Jaguars at all last night, so the Jaguars will need to win next week to clinch. Either the Jaguars win and they clinch, or if they lose, they need Houston Texans to lose, which at this point, you got one game left against a bad Titans team. Just beat them. The Titans, I think they're better. They'll be better this time around than the last time we played them because they're actually putting up points right now. If you actually look at their win totals these last few games, they are scoring a lot. So, with that said, shout out to John Boston. He's over here telling people to smash that like button. Appreciate that, man. The Colts are still a really good team. Yeah, I mean, I think they're a good team. Their defense is good. Their offense obviously is struggles, but we had starters out, and and every week you can't blow teams out. There are people on my live stream like freaking out, like, oh, we're frauds. We're not going to do well in the playoffs. It's like, if you actually look at this thing, we had a big win against Denver last week where we put up a lot of points. I think they were a little bit down this game, to be honest. But I think next week with a bunch of stuff on the line, you're back at home. You're in the Prowlers, final regular season game of the year. It's a hat and T-shirt game. You win that. You win the AFC South. There's just a lot more on the line. So I think they'll be a little bit more awake next week. So, and yeah, that's another good thing. The Colts play the Texans because, I mean, the Colts could very well beat the Texans. I'm not afraid of the Texans, man, because I don't know. They scored a couple touchdowns through some broken deep plays. That's all they really got outside of like field goals. So, Jack says, UCF, we're going to have Bills next round as long as we beat the Titans next week and they don't lose to the Jets. Everything else is irrelevant. Is that how it's shaping out right now? I thought that when I looked at let me take a look at NFL playoff picture. Well, right now, dude, it's showing the Chargers. Right now, like if the season ended today, it would be Jaguars hosting the 6th seed Chargers. So I hope to God that sticks. I don't know what needs to happen next week to make that stick. Maybe we should root for the Texans to win, for all these teams to win, because there's like a 3-way tiebreaker right now. So it gets down into weird tiebreakers or whatever. But Texans did beat both the Chargers and Bills. So I don't know. I want out of Buffalo, Chargers, Texans. I would so much if I power rank those, I'd probably want Chargers 1, Texans 2, Bills 3. That's how I'd power rank things, in my opinion. Shout out to Coyote, $5 super chat. Thanks, man. He says, bit of an ugly game, but a win is a win. I think Broncos lose the Chargers. We take the 2 seed. Bills overrated and couldn't score once on the Eagles in 3 quarters. Yeah, I just get worried with the Bills just because they got Josh Allen. Josh Allen is dangerous, and they're coming into the AFC playoffs with a vengeance. And imagine, it's just hard for me to imagine a world where Josh Allen, in a year without Joe Burrow, without Patrick Mahomes, without some of these great quarterbacks, he goes one and done, right? We calling in? We will be calling in. We can do that now. But first, want to give a shout out to Sleeper. Sleeper, guys, if you guys use promo code UCFJAG, you're going to get a free $20 entry. Playoffs are about to be here. Fantasy playoffs are over. You guys can throw some player over, higher lowers over there. I know I hit 3 out of 4 today. I just needed Brian Thomas Jr. with more receiving yards. I don't usually go on Brian Thomas Jr., but usually has good games against the Colts. But hey, it's what it is. I'll win next week. So with that said, Sleeper is the sponsor of this channel. If you guys could, man, go on there, use promo code UCFJAG. That really, really helps the channel out because they sponsor us, and they really make these things possible. They make it to where I can leave my wife with a baby and I can go here and talk about football. Okay, so for that reason, I really appreciate the Sleeper for all they do. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop this in. Call in link here. All right, let the floodgates open. Here's the call in link. Let me go over here. Let me pin this. All right, cool. All right, first caller, we got Isaac in the building. What's up, Isaac?
What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah, man. What are your thoughts about the game?
It was a good game. A close game, but it was a good game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So what were some of your takeaways from it?
I mean, I need Trevor to play well despite the pick, but I don't think he expected that linebacker to get back there and pick that off.
Yeah. Does this game concern you at all going forward when it comes to the playoffs? Or
No. As long as we don't turn the ball over and the playoffs, we good.
Yeah, that's the main thing, man. Can't turn the ball
over. We're still in line for the 1 seed. If both the Broncos and the Patriots lose on next week, we can get the 1 seed.
Yeah, that'd be cinema, man. Could you imagine? I mean, this losable game. I mean, the Chargers. I don't know. Screw the Chargers, but the Dolphins. I don't know. We'll see. We may not get any help, but regardless. Yeah, that's true. Regardless, man, we just gotta beat the teams. We just gotta beat the Titans, and then we're gonna get who we get.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, man. You got anything else, man?
No, I think that's about it.
All right, sweet, man.
Ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, man.
Ready for the playoffs.
Ready. We ready, man. I'm pumped for it.
Yeah.
Well, all right, brother. I'll catch you later.
All right.
All right. We got Arthur in the building. What's up, Arthur?
Hey, what's up, man?
All is good, my man. What's going on?
Super excited.
You pumped?
Yeah, crazy pump, man. Thanks for allowing me to come in. I've been watching for a long time.
Yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate your support. I'm glad to be able to open up these things so some fans can call in and we can get some different perspectives.
Oh, oh yeah. So we've sucked my whole life. I'm 30, and it's just so exciting to expect them to win. And although this game gave me a little bit of heartache, I guess. They put up more of a fight than the Broncos did. But I'm just excited to finally get that over with, and hopefully the Titans will be easier than this, and then we'll be just talk about playoff football.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even though the Jaguars were down, like I still felt confident the whole game that we were going to win it. To be honest with you, like I wasn't. Yeah, I mean it was tough, and there were some things where there was questionable, but I was always like, you know what, I still think we're going to go over here and win it. Even when we're down 10-0, and when the offense was struggling a little bit, I felt like we are still going to win it.
Yeah, for sure. It's
But
exciting, man. Have a great night, and thanks again.
yeah, man, you as well. Go Jags. All right, next we're going to bring in Emperor Corey into the building. What's up, man?
Yo, you can hear
Yo,
me?
what up, dude? Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, Dalton, man? Hey, like I told you, bro, another W for the Jags. I'm excited. But,
That's what, 7 in a row now?
oh, yeah, man. Two words, Britton Strange. That
Oh,
tight
yeah.
end, the guy's dangerous, man. I've been watching him, and he's been making some major plays, man.
Making some spin moves today.
Oh, I saw that white boy with the spin move, man.
I know,
Hey,
man.
that guy can juke right there, man. I seen it. And
I
I
know,
like
man.
I like his yak too, man. The yards after catch, nasty.
Yeah. No, he's a playmaker, man. I was wishing that throw to Johnny Munt, that was a perfectly thrown ball by Trevor Lawrence, went to Brenton Strange instead. But yeah, I mean, he catches everything coming his way, and I mean, I think he's the key to our offense, man. We saw our offense struggle without him in there, and they bring him back in there. The run game gets better, the pass game gets better. I mean, like that's the guy that we need healthy all the time.
100% he is the key, man. I try to kind of underestimate him, but I seen him play today. I can do nothing but cross my arms, sit back and just watch him shine, bro. And
Yeah.
Parker Washington too. Do not trade that guy, man. That guy's a secret key.
Oh yeah. No, he's going nowhere. He's going nowhere. I mean, hell, right now, like if you're going into next year and you say, okay, you can only keep BTJ or Parker Washington, I might be saying Parker Washington because I don't know, man. BTJ is just, I don't know. It's a weird time for him. I don't really know what to make out of him. If he just needs like an off season to get his head right, or like because I don't know. It's just every receiver that we throw to, Jacoby Myers gets good stuff. We have Parker Washington doing obviously amazing stuff. Brenton Strange is always top on the receiving leaderboards, but I don't know. Brian Thomas Jr. All the throws to him are always off, and I can't. I don't know why it is.
Yeah, Parker Washington does his thing, man. It's consistent though. It's like every week with him. I'm not gonna lie, but Brian Thomas Jr. though, man, yeah, I picked Parker Washington over him as well. But I remember when you said weeks back, you was like, I need a guy that can come in to kind of make Brian Thomas Jr. uncomfortable to the point that he actually make catches. And by Jacoby Myers coming in, I can kind of see Brian Thomas Jr. He's catching the ball now, and he's more consistent. He wasn't really doing that at the first until Jacoby Myers coming in, and he's starting to turn up, and it's kind of making Brian Thomas like, oh, okay, let me get on my stuff. I've been noticing that, man.
Yeah, I know, and yeah, BTJ, that'll be a big conversation this offseason, especially with Travis Hunter coming back. It's like, what exactly is Thomas Jr.'s role going to be? Because you can always see like all the passes to Parker Washington are good, all the passes to Britton Strange are good, to Jacoby Myers are good, but it's like whenever he throws to Brian Thomas Jr., it's just like why is it always off these throws to him? Like, is it a Brian Thomas Jr. thing? Is it a Trevor Lawrence thing? That's something that I got to figure out.
Nah, man, it can't be Trevor Lawrence thing, man. I've been watching, dog. Trevor Lawrence is the guy. He's our QB. He's running the ball. He's making good passes. Man, it's Brian Thomas, dog. I mean, he was wishy washy. He plays soft sometimes, and sometimes he have his games. Man, we don't really have time for that all the time, dog. We need it consistently every week. It's okay to have a bad game, but man, you got to be show up and play, man.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah,
So,
yes sir.
so what do you think? We beat the Titans next week?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's easy work, right?
Hey, you see, you slipped right off my tongue, dog. Easy, man. I'm not the Titans. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be pretty upset if we lose to them, but I don't see it happening, dog. Right now, we're hot, so
Yeah, no, yeah, it'll probably be a 4 o'clock game, and then we'll be playing second half under the lights. I think it'll be a celebration in Duval. That's for sure.
for sure, man. Jags W.
Yeah, man. All right, man. I'll call to you next week, I guess.
Yes, sir. Go Jags.
All right, good Jags. Next, we're gonna bring in John Boston in the building. What's up, John?
Yo, what's good, man?
All is good, man. How you doing, my guy?
Oh man, I'm on fire, man. How are you? How about you?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm just I'm ready for some playoff football.
Yeah, me too. So one thing, Jaguars are definitely battle tested this year. I mean, they played teams that nobody thought they would win. Nobody,
Yeah.
not even myself, and I'm pretty much one that I want to go give them more than what they have credit for.
Yeah.
I am highly surprised myself on how well Liam Cohen has turned this whole group around from a 3-14 team to now next week looking at a complete turnaround at having 13-4.
Yeah.
The O line needs to protect the quarterback more consistently.
Mm-hmm.
If they could do that, I seriously think that Jaguars could stand toe to toe with any team in the league.
Oh yeah. No, we definitely can, man. There's not, I'm looking at the AFC playoff picture. There's not a team I'm afraid of right now. We can beat any of those teams. I mean, there's teams like in the first round I'd love to play the Chargers because I think that's easy work. But after that, divisional round, you're not going to be able to hide from good teams. Like you're going to have to play the best in the AFC, and the Jaguars have already proven they can beat the best. So I'm excited for it to start, but got to beat Tennessee next week, and then we can figure out where we stand, what seed we are, and how we're going to attack this.
Let's go. So you're coming to Jacksonville for the Tennessee game then, right?
No, I will not be. I'll be streaming it.
What?
I'm a streamer, man. I stream these games for the fans.
Yeah, but how incredible would that be to do a live stream from the stadium?
Oh, I mean, if the NFL would let me, I would, but they don't. They if I were to show it, they would. I don't know. I get in all kinds of trouble. They don't. They take that, but I haven't. Unfortunately, I used to go to games every year. I haven't been to a game in 2 years just because I stream these games, man. I feel like this is kind of my role within the Jags fan base. So,
Well, hey man, I appreciate it. Shout out to you, and I hope everybody takes a quick second and hits the smash the like button for you, because I
Heck
know
yeah.
that helps you out.
Oh
and,
yeah.
Go Jags.
Yeah, man. Go Jags. Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
All right. So next, we're gonna bring in my guy Omar. What's going on, Omar?
What's going on, Double D?
Dude, how about them Jags, my guy?
Duval.
I like the Liam Cohen way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think we if we win the thing this year, we have to say it like that. Sorry.
But I feel like with Liam Cohen, he needs to embrace it more. I haven't heard him say Duval since like he made it, that weird press conference. And it's like, bro, you got to embrace it, man. Like you said it's so cool. Stop being embarrassed. You got to run with it, man.
He's saving it. He's saving it for that last game.
Yeah, because I need, when we host the Lombardi, I need to be like just the biggest Duval, and then however he says it, that's the way we're all gonna say it from here on out.
I was gonna say, what do you think, or do you think that Liam and the coaches were I don't want to say like hold. I guess maybe holding back or hiding their cards for the playoffs as with some of the plays and some of the calls, some of the decisions. Maybe just testing stuff out on a team that they knew that they could possibly still beat no matter what they did. Because it just kind of seemed a little weird today with some of the play calling. Sorry for the barking. Got this guy right here.
Oh, you're good, man. Yeah, man. I don't know how much we're holding back. We tried a freaking hook and ladder play, which I haven't seen all year. But I don't know. I don't know. I just think it was a weird game because you have the big win in Denver, and then all of a sudden you're back at home, or you go to Indy in a game that they were kind of sleepwalking through. It kind of felt like two of your starting offensive linemen were out, which hurt. And I don't know, the offense just never really got into a true rhythm, which is going to happen. We had a couple turnovers. It was a lot of shooting ourselves in the foot because you have 2 red zone turnovers in the first half. I mean, Jaguars should have been up 10 to 14 points in the first half, and then they just never really. I mean, they outlasted them, of course. At the end, you win by 6, but yeah, it was just a weird overall game. But you're not going to blow out every team, right?
Yeah, of course. It's for a second there, it kind of seemed like same old Jags, but then I swear, dude, Liam, he does some stuff. He does some play calling and then on defense as well, man. Campanelli's got these guys ready, man. I feel like the '90s, dude, where I expect to win and anything less than that is a surprise now.
Yeah. Well, even this game, like we're losing, and my live chat was being a little bit negative. I'm like, we got this. I mean, we're down 10-0. We got this. We're gonna win. Like I was never, to be honest. I mean, there were times, of course, where because you're watching the game, you don't like calls. Liam Cohen made some weird decisions, but I was never. I knew the whole time. I'm like, we're gonna win. We'll be fine.
Definitely, like when it's 3rd and long. Now it's never. It's not. I won't say never, but it's not like previous years where I'm like, shit, just take, just run it up the middle real quick, and just so we can kick. Now it's like it's 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12. We probably dialing something up that and we'll have it.
Oh yeah, no, we're never these 3rd and long, 2nd and longs. We're never out of it. Like just give Trevor Lawrence some time in the pocket. He's gonna deliver a strike to somebody.
Yeah, man, liking it so far. But yeah, that's about it. Appreciate you doing the streams and everything. I've been here for freaking ever, dude. So yeah, man, love the freaking channel, and we'll always support. Yeah,
man. So last question: who do you want to play first in the playoffs? What team are you looking at?
Anyone, because I don't care, bro. I have faith in this team. I have faith in our quarterback. I know, man. Tell him, bark. We could. I don't care, dude. Anybody, Texans. I kind of want the Texans. Get them out of the way. Get that defense out of the way, and then we'll play anybody else after that.
Yeah, dude. Part of me is I want to play the Chargers because they're the easiest, but man, I would love to beat the Texans, man. Screw those guys. Like right now, they might play the AFC North team first week. I'm like, oh, like that's so easy, man. Like I don't know. I would love to just be the team that puts them out. They have this overall record against us, but we could be 1-0 against them in the playoffs, which would be awesome.
Stick it to Ruben, bro. Oh my God, that week would be so freaking awesome.
That AFC South roundtable. Oh man, I'll have the Jaguar print jacket out. Might not even wear a shirt under it. I mean, it's going to be all. I can't predict what I'm going to do. This is all going to be. It's going to happen, and it's going to be fun,
bro. If we play them in the playoffs and when we beat them, you have to get like a freaking Jaguars like grill and just wear it the whole time.
Yeah, no, yeah, I might have a live Jaguar in the room with me while I do my stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Ain't no telling. Hell yeah! But all right, yes, Omar, I'll catch you later, man.
Yes, sir. Always supporting you, man. Love you, bro.
Yeah, man. Love you too, bro.
Go, Jaguars.
All right, next we're gonna bring in Trevor Lawrence.
That's right.
Or is that Big Jack's fan?
Trevor Lawrence.
Or is that Big Jack's fan?
Oh, that's Big Jack's fan.
Dude, what's up, my guy?
What's up? Y'all doing all right?
All is good, man. How's everything with you?
I'm doing good. I threw out there some guns a-blazing and roundtable got some heat.
Oh yeah, that's the roundtable, man. Like every comment section, they're just gonna talk shit about you. They're gonna say you're terrible, you're weird looking. It happens to me all the time.
It's my wife told me the same thing. I'm not gonna go in there and give respect to the other teams. I'm not doing that. That was trash talk.
Yeah,
I'm not giving any respect.
Yeah, I've gone in there and there are times where I flex a little bit too hard, like in 2023 when we were like 8-3. Oh my God, I was all over Texans and stuff like that. Then I got kind of bitten. I got shot in the mouth, right? So I'm kind of like I'm gonna hold back my smack talk for until we actually wrap it up.
Yeah. We need the Chargers to beat the Broncos next week. But I
Yeah.
don't know how hard they're going to be trying, because the Broncos got it locked up. They might
Yeah.
want to rest Herbert because of his hand.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna. I'm curious because they should have kickoff times announced soon, right? Because I think we'll be a 4 o'clocker. Then I don't know. It just feels like no. It feels like it's just gonna be how it is. The Broncos number 1, Patriots 2, Jags 3. Then it's because that's just how it's been, right?
That's right. And if the Broncos do end up being 1, that's going to push the Chargers to 7th if
Yeah.
they lose to the Broncos. So we'll
Yeah.
be play the Bills or the Texans.
Yeah. It's just really hard to rely on teams that are 13-3 to lose a game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to destroy the Titans next week. There's no way they beat us.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
got to hold Cam Ward to 0 touchdowns because he got 15 right now. If he gets
Ooh.
one more, I'm screwed.
So what was it? 15.5 is what the was
Yeah,
the
it was
number?
15.5. So if he gets one more, I'm screwed.
Oh, that's a big one for you, man.
But maybe we can beat him 25-3 again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how about Montero Brown and Darian Jones? Man, they're stepping up in the place of Jordan Lewis, aren't they?
Oh yeah. No, yeah, Jordan Lewis got hurt, which stinks. But yeah, Darian Jones got the interception. Hopefully we get some offensive linemen back healthy because we're gonna need those guys for sure in the in the playoff hunt. So we'll see, man. I just hope that we can win next week. It's just crazy that we're on a 7-game winning streak, but we've stayed 1 game ahead of the Texans the whole time. They couldn't drop 1. I would love to already have the division clinched. Then we can just play for seeding, but is what it is, man. It'll be cool.
It would have been nice.
Yeah.
I do have a question about actually videos. When I do my
Yeah.
videos, how come it's like when I post it, it has me like a blurred image, like at a weird pause state? How do you get it where I put like a picture on the front of it? Let's say Colts Jags recap. Because right now it like pauses me with my mouth open or something like that.
Oh, you just gotta go into the video settings, and if you go to the very bottom, there'll just be like a thumbnail button. You just replace it with a picture.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Because right now it's catching me at some weird angles, and everybody's commenting on that. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, guys, you gotta subscribe to Big Jags Fan, man. Just started a YouTube channel. How many subscribers are you at now?
I'm almost at 200. It's going up pretty quick. YouTube
All
actually
right.
sent me a message. How they do the little comment things, like the notification, and said you're doing great. Like when I went to the analytics,
All right.
it's like top 50% in the first few weeks of a channel. I'm almost at 200. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, giving a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, right?
That's right. And I got one of my videos got 1.2K views the other day. It was pretty good for first video.
I know. There you go. Yeah, just it's a slow grind for sure. It's gonna take a while to grow, but it'll be good. But I'll drop the link to your channel so people know.
Yeah,
to
that'll
go
help.
subscribe to you. Yeah, man. And then we can try to get you huge, man. You're gonna grow past me one day.
Maybe one day. I just got to get better at the editing. And then one more thing is this season, if we win the Super Bowl, man, this would be the best time to create the channel, because we're winning. People just want to come in the off season because they're going to want Jaguars content. So that's when we really need to push it because the media ain't going to push it. So if we do, they'll have somewhere to go watch it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I started my channel when we hired Doug Marone in 2017, and then the AFC Championship run. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, you had a good one. So hopefully I have the same energy for me.
You just can't have what happened after 2017 happen to you. Hopefully we can sustain the success. Yeah. But hell yeah, man. All right, man. Well, I guess I'll talk to you Tuesday.
Oh, I'll be there.
Heck yeah. All right, catch you later. All right. So we got Coyote, Jake, Speak Hops, and then Biggs 904 is going to round out this show. So we're going to bring in Coyote. What's up, Coyote?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me just fine?
Yeah, man. I hear you perfect. What's popping?
Hey, want to just say I really like your channel, and I like how you the analytics stuff you talk, and just down to earth kind of thing. I love that about your channel. I just want to say that to start off with.
Heck yeah, man. That's what I do. I mean, I try not to get overly footballness. I'm just honest. I'm just a fan that talks to other fans. That's all I am, which, that's why I think I relate to a lot of people pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a kind of an ugly win against the Colts. Personally, I think that interception he threw in the end zone, just some stuff I've been learning about football. I think he didn't believe that the defender was going to turn around because his back was towards him. So I think he threw it believing he wasn't going to turn around, but whenever he turned around, it kind of screwed things up. But if he didn't turn around, that probably would have been a possible touchdown or a good play.
Yeah, and we scored off that same play like last week. It was just you got to throw kind of, I guess, around, and it was just a tough throw because he was contested, and then it's usually a ball that's pretty low probability of the defender catching it, but just happened to go in his gut. Just a bad play. Trevor's going to have those. He gets a lot of leeway after his last 4 or 5 weeks where he hasn't had any turnovers, and yeah, just trying to make a play happen. It didn't happen, but we came out with the W.
Yeah, and I can't tell if this offensive line is good or not. Like there's some weeks that it just does fantastic, and then other weeks it just like this game it just didn't do very well. At least in certain points, it was like inconsistent. But I mean, this team looks at least ready for the playoffs. I mean, if you can play ugly games all you want, but as long as you win, that's what's important.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. It's all about just finding ways to win. You're not going to blow out every team, and we came in here, we were down 10-0, and we won by 6 in enemy territory in the AFC South to a team that's 8-7. I mean, they have a winning record. I think all was good, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think with the Bills, I don't think they're that much of a concern because even though Josh Allen is a really good quarterback, it's kind of like Patrick Mahomes. Like if you have no support around you, like there's only so much you can do. And Josh Allen, like what receivers does he really have? I mean, he has Diggs, who's super old. I can't even think of I can't remember their number one receiver right now, but he's honestly not that pronounced in the NFL. And then their defense is like middle of the road. I heard their run game is awful. But just honestly, I think the Broncos have a decent chance of losing to the Chargers, even though the Chargers don't have anything to win for beating them since they lost this game today. I still think the Chargers might just unless they sit their starters, I think they'll probably beat the Broncos, and then because the Broncos haven't been that good. Chargers kind of inconsistent, but they're decent. They're pretty good other times and bad other times. It's kind of hard to tell with them. But go ahead.
No, yeah, go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, like with the Bills, I think people are just afraid of Josh Allen over anything because, like you said, their roster isn't that great. I mean, they scored like what 1 or 2 touchdowns today. They've had some questionable losses as well. I think people are just I think afraid of Josh Allen, which is understandable.
Yeah, the big thing I want is I would like to be the 2 seed at least. We're not going to become the 1st seed. There's no way the Patriots are going to lose to the Dolphins, but very low chance. But if we could become the 2 seed, we can have 2 home games for sure, like for certain.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still a chance that whoever's in the last seed and basically 2nd seed, there's a chance that the 2nd seed person lose that wild card match, and then we have a second home game. But if that 2nd seed wins their game and we win our game and we go against them, then we would only have 1 home game in the playoffs. And I'd like to at least have 2.
Oh yeah, same here. That's why I want to climb up to number 2 because it'd just be nice to be able to at least know, if all the seeding happens correctly at worst we'll get at least 2 home playoff games, which maybe even 3 if you keep winning. I mean, if Denver, because if you're in the divisional round, you're probably, if everything goes the way it is, like, we'd be playing New England, and then Denver, the number 1 seed, would be playing against, what was it, Houston or Buffalo. Like, one of those teams can knock them off, and you could have 3 home playoff games in Jacksonville on the way to the Super Bowl. That would be absolutely insane.
Oh yeah. I'll probably end it here just so I'm not talking for too long. Who knows what I'll call him next time, and I'm an awkward talker. But yeah, hope the Jags keep going like this, and maybe we can at least make it to the Super Bowl. Go
Heck
Jags.
yeah, man. Go Jags. And Kyle, you're not an awkward talker, man. You're fine. Don't be down on yourself, man. You're good. All right, we're gonna have Jake, then Speak Hops, then Biggs 904 over here to end the show. So first we got Jake in the building. What's up, Jake?
Hey Dalton, how you doing?
All is good, man. Oh, I'm feeling very 12-4 right now.
Absolutely. First time in 20 years. It feels great to have 12 wins.
I was a lot younger 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think I'm a couple years older than you, but yeah, in 2005 I was like a freshman in high school. So I was like, yeah, that was a while. Anyway, so I called into your show a few weeks ago, and back then I said that the thing that I liked most about the Jaguars this year, even when they were kind of playing so-so at the beginning of the year, was they had always stopped the run and ran the football fairly well. And I think they did that again today. I believe the Colts had 69 yards on the ground with like 22 carries. So job well done there, because you figured they were going to give Jonathan Taylor a lot of shots at it, because Phillip Rivers isn't going to go deep that often anymore. And then I don't know if it was a great running performance by the Jags today, but I looked at the stats again, and it was actually pretty solid overall, especially considering we had a lot of injuries on the offensive line. Now, I don't personally think our guards played all that well today, but I do want to give a shout out to our 7th-round rookie, Jonah Monheim. I actually thought I'm not saying he should be like our starting center, but I actually thought he actually played pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, you're a 7th-round rookie and you're playing in there. And obviously there were some, shaky moments for sure when it comes to just the entire interior of the line, because I even saw Ezra Cleveland get beat a couple times. So, yeah, I mean, they got some good defensive players. Like, hopefully we get our starters back soon. I imagine Robert Hainsey's maybe back next week. But honestly, like, I wouldn't even mind maybe even having another week of resting these guys and then just having a healthy crew going into the playoffs. Just I don't know. Of course, Titans have a pretty good defensive line. We knew that the last time I played them, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if those guys are healthy enough to play, you play them. I mean, next week, you got to win. I mean, I know it's the Titans, but nothing's a given in the NFL, and there's big stakes in that game. So if those guys are, even if they're not fully healthy, but they're good to go, it's like, hey, your best player's got to play.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, because in the entire trajectory of our playoff is on the line next week. Like, you're either a number 3 seed and you're hosting games, or you're going to drop to the 5 or 6 seed, and all of a sudden you're having to, sit here and like go on the road in the playoffs. Which just, man, that's not. If we're trying to go to a Super Bowl, you're talking about potentially 3 away games on the route there. That's a lot to ask.
That is, and I would not bet any money on the Colts beating the Texans next week. So you gotta have to take care of business yourself. I will say this: so as good as the Jaguars are playing overall the last 7 weeks or whatever, there is one aspect of the team that still gives me. I'm not saying it's like bad, but it gives me a little pause in a way. So I still don't think we really rush the passer very as well as I would like us to. I know we got some better pressure on Phillip Rivers late today, and we end up with 2 sacks for Trayvon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen. So late in the game, they came up big. But early, whether we rushed 4 or we blitzed early in the game, we really didn't get close that much until that 4th quarter. And so that was pretty frustrating. We've had other games like that this year where there's aspects of the defense that play well. They get turnovers. Like I said, they stop the run. So I'm not trying to sit here and say our defense isn't any good, but if there was one aspect of our team that I look at and go, boy, I'd like that to get better, especially come playoff time. I think it's just rushing with 4, because if you struggle to get to the quarterback in the playoffs with 4 guys, it's just really hard, especially to win 3 games or whatever to get to the Super Bowl.
No, I agree with you, and that's going to be the hard, because like I feel like the pass rush, it's either really good in a game where we're getting pressure all over the place, or it's just kind of not there. In this game, like, I will say the Colts did a good job with Phillip Rivers with like getting rid of the ball very quickly, so that was one aspect. But I would just like to dial up more pressure, and it just feels like if Josh Hines-Allen doesn't have a good game, then the pass rush just isn't going to be there, because no one else, like other players, succeed based off of how well Josh Hines-Allen is playing. So it just feels like you need more guys to be able to step up.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue too is it's kind of a luxury, but if you have a defensive tackle, usually those aren't the guys that you rely on too much for pass rush. But if you have a guy that can collapse the pocket from the middle, that goes a long way. And unfortunately, we don't really have a guy like that, and so sometimes you got to
disrespect Mason Smith like that.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. That's a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
But outside of him, of course.
Yeah, I think they were hoping that the guy we got from the 49ers, Eric
Yeah, Eric
Armstead.
Armstead.
I think they were kind of hoping he could provide that, and I don't think he's been bad. In fact, I think he's had a big hand in, like I said, helping with the run defense, which is fine. But yeah, I think there was probably a hope that he could provide a little more pass rush from the defensive tackle position, and it's not really been there. But I feel like at this point I'm kind of nitpicking a little bit, but it is kind of an issue where you're like, hey, you want to see them maybe hopefully improve in that. Now I like the fact that they dialed up the blitz today, but I think you probably noticed the Colts did I'll just give it to them. The Colts did a really good job of picking it up, so I can't fault the play calling by our defensive coordinator, but yeah,
But I would say the Jaguars agree with you on that end though, because they were trying to get pass rusher in the draft that just didn't fall for them. They were trying to get Quinnen Williams at the trade deadline, but Cowboys offered up a first round pick. So like they know that's a need, and I imagine they're going to try to attack that in the draft. I mean, Eric Armstead, he does good for what he is. I mean, he's a 32-year-old defensive tackle, so I think he does. I think he's playing really well in his role. And I can't really ask for much more out of him. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. You need more pass rushers, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, this is only year one of this regime, so who knows? No matter what happens this year, whether we go to the Super Bowl or we get knocked out first round, I would imagine that the goal of next year's draft is going to be more pass rushing. Because correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Trayvon Walker's contract up after this year? Am I correct on that?
No, he's going to play on his he's got the 5th-year option. So
that's right. Okay, good. I want to keep him around, but I still think you definitely need, regardless, you definitely need more depth at that position, because like I said, that's an area you got to get a little better. Because I think you might know this better than I do, but aren't the Jaguars, when it comes to quarterback sacks, aren't they like middle of the pack of the NFL or something like that?
Yeah, I would imagine we're about middle of the pack. I feel like we're probably about average in that spot. But I mean, we have defense that, I feel like we have a bunch of players that, perform pretty well for what we are. I mean, it's not like, we have a bunch of we have a very cheap secondary. It feels like we have some guys getting money on the defensive line. And we have linebackers where, we have a first round pick in Devin Lloyd. Foye Lukin's making a lot of money. So we have definitely, I feel like there might be some shuffling in the defense this offseason, but we'll just have to see.
For sure. Is there anybody in the AFC, like come playoff time, is there like a team that you're kind of like, yeah, that is going to be a very tough out if we have to face them?
I mean, I think it could be hard just playing in New England if it's like snowing and stuff, and they play good complementary football. They're used to that. Like we haven't been really tested in the cold yet. We went to Denver and it was like 50 degrees, which isn't really bad at all. But I'll say this: if we're in Everbank, there's no team that scares me at all, because I think we can beat anybody. But it's just all about, can we, what will it look like if we go away to a cold environment, and and that's the situation. But I'm not afraid to play anybody. If you're going to go to the Super Bowl, you're going to play good teams, and let's just beat the team we're in front of.
Yeah, no, I agree. I will say this. Part of me is like, man, playing the Texans, because, I mean, we just have to admit it. That defense is very, very good, and that can be a problem. But just beating them in the playoffs, regardless of what round it'd be in, that would be the most satisfying win ever, just beating the Texans. So
I mean, I would love to play the Texans because I would love to beat them, but I would hate to play the Texans because I would hate to lose to them. That would be a hard offseason.
Yeah, if they see, the thing is, I feel for you, because if the Jaguars are to lose to the Texans, that Ruben is just going to give it to you on the Tuesday show. Yeah, and I would not want to be.
I'll just have to bend over and take it, unfortunately.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you can let Derek have it on Tuesday, since we saw. You can let him have it.
We'll be letting him have it because he deserves it. He was talking all that stuff when they were 8-2, and now they're 8-8. Well,
dude, it's so funny because that entire time he was talking all that shit. I was thinking about back in 2023 when the Jags were like 8-3 or whatever, and then we just collapsed, and I was like, dude, it's a good feeling to be 8-2, no problem. But then he was talking about how the Colts offense was as good as it was under Peyton Manning. I'm just like, bro, delusional.
Well, they were 2-0. They were 2-0 in that funny clip that they had, and he was acting like they're going to the Super Bowl. He's like, Daniel Jones, second in the league in passing. I'm like, bro, we're 2 weeks into the season. Come on, man.
Oh, of course. But again, he literally said that the offense hadn't been looked like that or looked better than it did under Peyton Manning. And I'm like, my guy, like it's been a few weeks, and like clearly, I don't know how old he is, but I'm like, are you like did you not watch the Colts when they had Peyton Manning? It was like that was at a level that is very hard, if ever, to ever duplicate ever again.
Yeah, for sure. But all right, Jake, I'm gonna let you go. Get some more
All
callers,
right.
but I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, absolutely appreciate you. Go Jags.
Yeah, good Jags. All right, next we're gonna bring in Biggs 904. What's up, my guy?
What up, dude?
Duval.
Man, what a freaking game. An ugly win is still a win. 12-4, man.
Absolutely, man. We won by 6 in Indy. We swept the Colts. It's a good feeling.
It is. I was about to ask you for a dustpan so we can sweep the Colts up and sweep up Derek's tears, even though he already had doubts that they would even get a chance to win. Shout out to respect to Philip Rivers, man. The guy, I don't know. At his age, I'm actually still surprised that he performed the level he did. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to the team. Trevor with two rushing touchdowns?
Yes, sir.
Man, it was crazy, bro. Crazy, ugly, but crazy. So like I said, no one can stop us but us. And all we gotta do now is take down the Titans. Can't assume that we're gonna win that one because it's too close to be like, oh yeah, and then something happens. But I'm not saying it will happen, but just really proud of the team, man. Proud of the fans, everybody, man. We definitely deserve this. City deserves it, and looking forward to next week. I was hoping the Texans would lose so we could win the AFC South, but I'm actually have to take it game per game and just go from there, man. Make it 13-4. Hopefully, maybe get the second seed. If it's the third, I'm okay with that. Like I said, hopefully we can keep up the Chargers. That's another, beat down for the third straight time. Well, you know what? Is it third straight time? Yeah, third straight time because 2022, the last time we played them in this time. So, yeah. I just really proud of the Jags, man. Oh, also look out for the merch, man. Look out for the merch. They have the 2025 Jacksonville Jaguars playoff shirts on the Jaguars site. Use promo code Blizzard, get 40% off.
All right. Yeah, man. That's exciting. I mean, these moments right here, 12-4, about to go 13-4. These are moments that we've dreamed of as Jags fans, right? I mean, we always wanted to be that team. We have good record. We're killing it. We're not squeaking in. I mean, we're about to be potentially 13-4. I mean, at worst 12-5. Like, this is a fun season. We won 7 games in a row. We're just whooping everyone's ass every week. I mean, this is fun times, man. It's tough, man. Logo's tough.
Man. It is, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. It's been. Oh man. All right, man. I hope I think we have the potential to go all the way. You might as well so we've been talked about a lot, bro. A lot of mainstream, especially ESPN, just don't count the Jaguars, blah blah this. They're same old Jags, blah blah blah. They think we're fraud. Bro, we're at 12-4, I think the first time since what, 05? Something like that?
05, 20 years, yeah.
20 years, man. Crazy. I wasn't a fan, obviously, all 20 years, but I started being a fan when I got stationed in Jacksonville. When I was stationed in Mayport, I became a fan there, did the flags for the team back then. Yeah, so that's why I became a fan when the Weavers were still there, Jack Del Rio was still there, Maurice Garrard, all those guys. Man, it's just crazy how now we got a system. We got a system that's fluid. We got a coach that's fluid. We got coaches, players. Man, like I'm really seeing it's a big 20-year turnaround for the Jags. And like I said, like I told somebody the other day, I was like, well, if we don't get the respect that we deserve, we might as well just beat out everybody and then not even care. And how many people got snubbed for the Pro Bowl? I know the Pro Bowl's not the same anymore. Who really cares? I mean, Trevor's already been there. Ross Madison, I think it's like his second or third time going. And they just snubbed, Devin Lloyd, snubbed a lot of our players, man, especially Devin. But I like what Devin said about, he was saying, well, that doesn't really matter because we were actually on the actual real bowl. That's what
Yeah,
like that was
exactly.
pretty smart to say that. That
Yeah,
was pretty
I mean,
cool,
I
man.
just with the Pro Bowl, it drives me nuts because like one of the things that's holding back Fred Taylor is that he didn't go to enough Pro Bowls, right? But I'm like, is this Pro Bowl, this fan voting? I have to retweet all this stuff all the time to get these guys in. I don't understand the process for. Like, I think Travis Kelce was the most voted on tight end. It's like, yeah, Doug's he's got a bunch of Taylor Swifties after him. The whole process is broken, and we're not going to get any recognition. No one's going to win Coach of the Year here because we're Jacksonville. No one's gonna win. I don't know if there's comeback player of the year for Trevor Lawrence. May I don't know. I don't know who's up for any awards, but we're not gonna win it because we're Jacksonville.
What I heard so far, as far as awards, Trevor is currently number 4 for MVP. Looking at MVP, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I really haven't seen much of anybody else, but that's okay. That's fine because like I said we go take care of business next week. Take care of business in the playoffs. Depending on where we're going to see that, I mean, I was really gonna for at least when I saw New England was playing New York, I was like, oh, that's gonna be a win. I was hoping that would have been nice, and then also, of course, with Denver not winning their division, the AFC West. So now they got that. So I don't know. I said we just can't drop this next game. I can't say it's a pure win because it's always that. We've been spoiled by the Titans before, but we also spoiled the Titans years ago. But like I said, just gotta finish this game out, man, and then just move forward. Take care of business in the playoffs. Go Super Bowl. Hell, never know. Sky's the limit.
Hell yeah, man. But all right, Biggs, I'll talk to you next week. Hopefully, when we're AFC South champions, right?
That's right, man. I'm getting that shirt, bro. I already got I got the playoff shirt already, so I'm getting that next week. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to rock that hopefully next week. I'm able to support that and show y'all, man. Because it's been a year. It's definitely a lot of people tell me, "Oh, Jags this and that, Jags that." Go to work, be like, "Oh man," it's kind of sad because I live up here in Michigan, and the Lions are out, man. Everybody's like mad at me at work. And I'm at my desk at work. I have my big Jaguars logo. They keep putting on me like I'm gonna take it down, whatever. But yeah, man, it was good talking to you, man. Fans, appreciate you watching every weekend, man. And go Jags, man. You have a great weekend, bro.
Heck yeah, man. You too. Happy New Year. Go Jags.
Happy New Year, brother.
All right, next we got Speak Haps in the building. Hey, man, appreciate you hanging on the line. You've been backstage for a while.
Hey, it's all good, man. I got a question for you, man.
Let's hear it.
How's that feel, baby? Woo! How's that fucking feel, man?
Nobody. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So you got some damn accountants coming on this show, man. We need some energy up in here, man. We're 12-4, baby. Come on.
Let's go. Hey, I would bring it, but I got my baby sleeping in the other room, so I got.
I ain't faulting you, man. I ain't faulting you, but god damn, man, it's been 22 decades, man. 2 long goddamn decades of this, man, and we are now 12-4, looking at 13-4, man. Come on, baby. Come on now.
Say it with your chest, my guy. Hell yeah.
Exactly, man. Say it with your chest, little ass nigga. Come on now, man.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, man,
these are years we dreamed about, man. Going 13-4. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely, man. But kind of more touching on that, man. Do you feel like Liam Cohen's inexperience as a head coach going this far into the season with these big games is going to potentially be a downfall for him?
I don't know, man. I mean, obviously experience is a big thing, but I mean, you look around. I mean, where's the experience at in the AFC, right? I mean, Sean Payton has plenty of it. Mike Vrabel probably has plenty of it. I mean, we'll see. I'm hoping he's learning now because there's some things where, but the thing, I don't know. I think of any game, he had some of the most questionable decisions today, like not accepting the offsides at 2nd and 2, going for it on 4th and 1 when it's a tie ball game. Like, I don't know. There's some questionable stuff. I'm just hoping he gets it out of his system now, so it can kind of help him, going forward.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that he talked about it in the presser, saying that he declined that penalty to where it would essentially eradicate time off the clock for them. You know, he was thinking in like that sense, you know what I mean? But it is a little bit worrying, man. You know, as much as fun as it is, and you know, as exciting as it is, you know, I feel like we've all been in this position where, you know, we're kind of potentially, you know, having that letdown, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like you were keeping your composure, you know, not talking too much shit. You know, you're like, hey man, let's see where this kind of rides out, you know, then we can start really kind of dipping into people, you know. I think that's kind of where I'm at, man. It's just kind of just taking a step back, you know what I mean? Just being excited, obviously, but also being, you know, a little bit skeptical, you know, because the Jags are the Jags, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, I think what's kind of stunk about this winning streak is that the Texans are doing it too. So we have like no room for error. I mean, we're on a 7-game losing streak, and if we lose next week, we probably don't win the AFC South, right? I mean, if we have wrapped up the AFC South, I feel like I'd be sticking my chest out way more doing all this talking. But it's like, bro, like it would just feel so stupid to do that and then lose to the Texans, you know, let spot to them, and I had to go on a roundtable on Tuesday and have to freaking suffer the consequences of it because I've been there before.
Exactly. I was going to say, it wasn't that long ago that we were in a position like that, you know, we controlled our own destiny, and then we ended up losing it, and then the Texans took our spot. So it's, you know, it's all too familiar territory at the end of the day. But, you know, I think we got a really good thing going, you know, with our receiving core. The only thing that kind of really worries me, you know, is the, you know, integrity of our offensive line. You know, I think if, you know, Anton Harris goes down, you know, God forbid, you know what I mean, we're going to be really hurting. You know what I mean? I think we're just a couple injuries. I mean, you could say the same thing for any NFL team. You're always just a couple injuries away, you know, from being really kind of in the shit. But as it stands, man, I think we have a really good group. I think we have a good concept. I think we have a good structure. You know, I just hope that we can kind of like you were saying, get the jitters out now. Let's not be losing this to the damn Titans, man. That goddamn, just saying that out loud, man, just makes me cringe, man. Possibly losing to the Titans. Let's go back to Duval. Let's smack them Titans up. And then them little pony Texans, man, are just going to have to take the back seat, all right? And the AFC South champs, all right? That's how you got to say it, man. Them Jacksonville Jaguars are the AFC champs, and them ponies just going to have to take a step back, man.
Yeah, man. And then we can own the AFC South for a year. We can, you know, no matter what happens throughout the playoffs, you know, we can always say we're AFC South champions. We can have that. We're reigning AFC South champions. But, you know, I tell people, hey, man, once we get into the playoffs, don't sit here and act like we're lucky to be here. Go out there and win it, man. Nothing's guaranteed. You know, we had the Lions last year, number 1 seed. They're missing the playoffs. You know, we had the Commanders. Oh, they're here. They're in the NFC Championship. Oh, they're a year early. They're going to be good next year. They didn't come back. They didn't come close to it. So Jaguars, we have a good team. We can beat anybody. Don't settle for anything less than just, you know, completely winning every game and going to the Super Bowl because, you know, what better time is there than now?
Absolutely, man. We ain't apologizing for wins around here, brother.
Keep my name out your mouth, bro.
Absolutely. All right, brother, man. It's been great talking to you, man. I really appreciate it, man. I just want to bring some energy up in here, man. Felt a little stale. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man, you brought it. I appreciate that, my guy.
I appreciate you, man. I'll see you next time, bro.
Go Jags. Man, that was a great last call. He really did bring in the energy. So I'm going to get to these different super chats here, but I have to share because I don't know if you guys have seen this clip, but this clip came in. This was on the AFC South roundtable, week 2. Okay, this was week 2. Jags were the Colts were 2-0, Jags 1-1, coming off of the Cincinnati loss, and then Texans were 0-2. So take a listen to this.
Colts for the Super Bowl says Colts cooked PS2, Stingless and Hunter stand no chance. All right.
Yes, sir.
I
can't wait. Derek, I can't wait. Daniel Jones cooked Patrick Surtain in that game. Your guy stands no chance.
Okay.
Dude,
no
Derek,
listen, and when you get stomped, all these Colts fans, you're gonna scatter like roaches. I can't wait.
Sure.
I'll be honest with you guys. I feel bad for Derek in a way because Derek is so emotional. He's on such a high right now.
Oh,
the Colts aren't making the playoffs, dude. When they go downhill,
when a team goes 2-0,
when they
have
spiral
a 75%
downhill,
chance of making the playoffs, right?
when they spiral downhill, you are going to be insufferable. You're not going to know what is going on.
Why are you talking about my playoff chances? Worry about your own playoff chances, Trevor.
I'm not talking about the Jaguars. I'm talking about you because you are extremely cocky for a team that quite
Yes,
frankly,
very
I don't
cocky.
think it's very good. I don't think it's very good. You guys are gonna
yeah,
fall down
sure. A
so
quarterback
hard.
that has the second most passing yards and the third best QBR of any quarterback in the league, and
2 weeks.
the
This
number
is 2
one
weeks into the
rusher in the
season.
league, the number one receiving tight end in the league, the third best offensive line in the league, and the top 15 defense to add to that. Sure. Okay. Sure.
Dude,
Tell
you
me
can-
mine's
you can-
not good.
I was hearing the same stats when you were throwing Anthony Richardson fourth quarter rushing yard totals.
And I
at
was
me.
wrong about that.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just
We
saying.
heard about those 8 quarters for 2
Yeah.
years.
I know it's exciting. I know it's exciting right
Jesse, I
now.
will never get away from that. I
I know-
will never get away.
I know
from
you're excited
everyone
right
trying
now.
to bring up Anthony
2-0,
Richardson
talk
as
your
if
ish, man.
that negates everything that's happening with the Colts right now.
I know you're excited right now, bro. But I'm telling you, you guys are not making the playoffs, and you guys you're gonna be insufferable, bro. You're not gonna know how to handle it.
Your quarterback's going to keep you out of the playoffs. That's for sure.
Our quarterback's fine, dude. Our quarterback cooks you guys every time you play.
Come down is gonna be tough.
New defense this year, baby. New
Trevor
defense.
Lawrence cooks the Colts every time he plays you guys.
Yeah, whenever you play against cover 3 zone defenses. That ain't us.
No, whenever they play the Colts, he's cooked multiple defense coordinators of yours. Yes. Nothing like a good old prediction that's right on the money, right? Nothing like good old prediction that's right on the money. Had to share that one out there. In celebration of sweeping the Colts. In celebration of that, of Colts missing the playoffs, I had to throw back that gem. Shout out to FTX in here. He says, I'm just now getting here. Tight game, but divisional games are always tough outs no matter who you play, no matter what the record is. The South is ours for the taking. New gear, new season, new Jags. Let's go, man. I love it. Big Son of Forces. LFG, oh man, we win the AFC South, getting the Jags belt. Facts, bro. True Seminole in the building. What's up? What's up, True Seminole? Hope you're good, man. Says, go Jags. Let's get the number 1 seed coming soon. Absolutely. Then Big's down to 4, closing it out. Our playoff chances are great. Cook, Derek Cook, UCF. Yeah. That was a good little thing I saw there. Dalton, we're gonna have to play the Bill. I'm not seeing that, man. We'll see how the playoff predictor goes, but right now it says Chargers, but I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out next week. Because there's tiebreakers. Because all the wild card teams are tied right now. So if they all win, does one team jump another team? I don't know how it works, but we'll know a week from today where we're going to stand. Hopefully, as at least number 3 seed, AFC South will be selling playoff tickets. We'll just have to see. But all right, guys, appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys can, drop a like on your way out and go Jags.